We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll have a first down past the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
8. Defense. Check 50, check 50. 8.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Stay there. Block 15. Slam. Look to the left.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Calais Campbell on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Check 55. Go on. 55. On. Check back. Check.
On second down, Kamara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard gain.
You better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong down here. Too big for you. They're 180. 380. 45. Hey, here we go. Hey, downtown! Rush in!
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Rivers. Going right side here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down, Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Jones. And some room to maneuver. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Gun. Check 33. 33. Who that? Hustle. Hey, check like 33. Check like 33. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming.
To throw is Newton. Forced out to his left. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 21-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Left. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I got it. Check 3. Orange 5-4.
Here's Rivers. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A give to Kamara running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Rivers. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
I got it. Check. Hey, 79! 79!
On the ground, Kamara. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Rivers. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Rivers now. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 10 yards on the touchdown pass, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Rivers pass complete to Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Lutz lining up for the point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch out, watch out. 8, 8!
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Let's bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have the chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Pilot, 64, wait.
Again, it's Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Left. White, 89.
Rivers to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Thomas, the intended target. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Switch. 8. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's thrown quickly out to Jones.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
180. Bravo.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Rivers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
General West. White.
Play fake. Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check it back. Hey, Rocket.
From the gun, Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks and 3 plays. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
What is it? Look at it. Gun. Check 3, check 8. He's checking.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Come on, D. Check 1. Gun. 31. Check 31.
Out of the gun, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now Newton on first down. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Double tight. Everyone, you got 40. Shoot. Great.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Who's got 84? Check 84. Watch time. Come on. Match box. Undercrunch. Tight dog. Watch the edge.
From the gun, here's Newton. It fights him off. This will be caught by Brown. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw on third down, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check. 8. Hey, check Mike 33. I got one. Mike, check 33. 33. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hatchet.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Gun. Mike, check 33. 33. You. What is it?
On first down, Newton. And this is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On second down now, it's Jones. Jones hit and the ball's held. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And Kamara has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Third and short yardage, Rivers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Black 11! Squeeze, double. Whip. Watch the whip.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Set. What is it? Great. Pick it up. Slam. 66. Pull it. High. 20.
On first down, Jones. And he's got room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real